In this video I'm going to tie a 52 Buick. This is an impressionistic nymph pattern that's often used in lakes in British Columbia. This fly uses olive thread, 6/0 or 70 denier, oval gold tinsel, olive dyed Guinea fowl, peacock herl, and olive seal's fur or substitute. I'm going to use a 2x long straight shank nymph hook. You can tie them anywhere from a size 14 up to even size 8 or 6 if you want to tie real huge ones. You can start the thread just behind the eye. Make sure it's secured. Cut off the excess thread. Then I'm going to strip a few fibers of guinea fowl from the stem, and I'm going to tie these in just behind the eye so that we have a tail that's about a half a shank long. If your guinea fowl fibers are a little too long, you can clip them before you tie them in, and if they're too short, you can move them back a little ways and tie them in so that you've got the right tail length. Hold them up slightly as you overwrap down to the bend in open turns, and stop just opposite the barb of the hook, then bring the thread back up towards the head of the eye again. Stop about an eye width from the eye. You tie in oval gold tinsel and bind it down on the far side of the hook. This will cause the fly to be slightly wider than it is tall. Many nymphs are like that, so we might as well make this impressionistic pattern like that as well. I'm going to dub a somewhat shaggy body of this is an olive seal substitute, not real seal's fur. Seal's fur can be a little bit tricky to dub. If you need to, you can wax the thread. I didn't wax with this dubbing because I didn't need to. You can use any olive sort of translucent, somewhat spiky dubbing, and you'll get the look you're looking for in a 52 Buick. If you can, dub it so that it tapers from the tail up towards the thorax. Add a little more dubbing to the thread and continue building up the body in a taper until you reach about the 3/4 point. That's where we're going to tie in our throat hackle and start our thorax. Wrap the oval gold tinsel forward in about 4 open turns until you meet the thread. 4 or 5 turns is about all you need. Tie off the oval gold tinsel with 2 or 3 thread wraps, and then clip off the excess tinsel. Make sure you bind down the tinsel butt securely. And then grab your guinea fowl feather, tear off a few fibers from the stem, and we're going to tie in a throat hackle underneath. I like to have the points of the feather just enveloping the point of the hook. Tie them in with a soft loop under the hook. If you have a rotary vise, you can spin the hook upside down and tie them in on like they're on top of the hook. Makes it a little easier. I'm not doing that on this just so that I show it the way I would do it if I didn't have a rotary vise. Clip the excess from the guinea fowl. And then take some 2 or 3 strands of peacock herl, tie it in just at the end of the abdomen, bring your thread forward, and then wrap a thorax of peacock herl. You can also leave the thread back where you tied in the peacock herl, lift the thread up, and then wrap the peacock herl around the thread to form a rope. Then wrap that rope forward and then tie it off behind the hook eye. That will reinforce the peacock herl and make it a lot more durable. Build a neat head, whip finish. Cut your thread, apply some head cement, and you're ready to fish. This is a good impressionistic pattern. You can troll it, you can cast and retrieve it. Small ones might imitate a mayfly nymph, a small damsel nymph, caddis pupa, might even be taken as a scud, and as they get bigger they might be taken as a damselfly or perhaps a dragonfly nymph. They'll also make a passable imitation of a traveler sedge pupa when you tie them in about a size 6 or 8.